Today we're gonna make more things that shouldn't fly. And at least this penguin is smart enough not to use himself. We gotta click away till we get max trajectory, max momentum. I don't know what it's called. Then we're just going to send him into space, hopefully collecting coins along the way. And he's actually a really good flyer to start. The coins seem to be moving along, but we're just going to kind of drift down right now. And we crashed down into the snow. But we went 23 whole meters at a max speed of 76 kilometers an hour, and we can do better than that. And since we've already made 396 coins, we can spend 100 on a rotten plank. Now we have a dead dummy on a rotten piece of wood, and hopefully that helps in some small way. We got max launch again, so off he goes. And so far, he does seem to be flying a little better. I think he had more initial velocity. But we're going to kind of center down at this angle, and look how far we're getting. We're almost 200 meters now. And touchdown. Not sure how far we went, but that is a new high score. We went 186 meters at 89 kilometers an hour for 32 coins. And this rotten plank worked so good that we're going to upgrade it to a wooden board for 250. We play our cards right, we can work all the way up to a springboard. And I can also buy a Pingu balloon for 80 coins, so we're going to do that. Now we're getting somewhere. Hopefully we can start to make more than like 12 coins at a time. I didn't get maximum launch. That's embarrassing. Hope no one saw that. But I'm really cruising pretty good now. Still not sure what the good angle is. And the wind seems to be kind of working against us at this point. I'm not really sure how to deal with that. So we'll just go ahead and touch down right about here. We did only make it about 153 meters that time, but we made it far enough to buy some fireworks. I guess the more progress we make, the further along we make, the more upgrades we're gonna get. Helium balloon. I'm gonna hold off on buying that until I really understand how it is to fly. And I've got some bonuses for first flight, first steps, and I assume we'll get bigger and bigger rewards as I actually manage to succeed. So let's try this part again, but I'm just gonna use my auto clicker because that's a surefire way to make that part work. Then we just got to figure out the right angle for this idiot to get him as far as possible. Maybe I just won't really do anything at all. Did that work okay? That did get us 205 meters. Me doing nothing actually works better. And for some reason, a shopkeeper wanted to give me some gear for one single run. So this should be a complete disaster. Auto clicker away, then we're going to jump off, and then I'm going to hit the booster almost right away, which is right here. Well, it didn't last very long, but I'll take the extra help because we've already gone 200 meters and we're going way beyond that. And we smashed into the ground and keep sliding for 425 meters. Never mind, I think I got resurrected, so we bounced up to 650, coming up on 700 meters pretty soon. Not entirely sure what happened there, but I'll take it. That was just a test run and the scores won't be counted. That's mean. But I did like how that booster worked. So we could buy a regular firework for 200, and we're going to. So let's try it all again, but we have the firework power on our side this time. We're probably going to use it almost right away because I just can't help myself. And that's actually a pretty good little boost. I feel like this game is going to involve some thinking, so that means I'm doomed. But this is working not bad actually as I get close to the ground. As long as I kind of skirt forward, I'm starting to figure it out. Oh yeah, touchy explosive. Oh, that's a fuel container. Oh, it didn't work. But we're making progress. I got 70 coins just for that. And because I made it 1,000 meters total, we got a big boost of coins. Which means I can boost the ramp height. 500? Sign me up. Maybe also the angle. I assume this is a good thing, but it might not be. I'm already having way too much fun with this. Off you go, little guy. Try not to die this time. Then we're going to let it go just a little further. We're going to hit the rocket about there so it propels him forward more. Does that make sense? Probably not, but I'm doing it anyway. Now, hey, look, a seagull. Can I have a gem? Well, we got some new high scores and 72 coins. 130 coins probably isn't enough to buy anything fun, but that's okay because I know how to make more money. It just involves launching this penguin into space 1,000,000 times over. Definitely grabbed a lot of coins on the way by. I'm going to see if I can pick up a little bit of speed here, then hopefully swoop him forward a bit because we're running out of forward momentum. But that's our old record. And then I kind of do want to see if I launch him straight away and point him straight into the ground, what happens. This is always a fun experiment. Rocket power. Okay, he just crashes. I still made $28 for crashing that into the ground at full speed. I might have screwed that up a little bit, but we still made it 343 meters. And I just passed a new shop, so that means I've unlocked something new. And since I'm up to $514 with a little bit of grinding, let's buy a springboard, because the one after that costs a full 900, so springboard it is. But now this is going to be extra work because I need to touch the button at the top of the ramp. So if I'm understanding this correctly, he'll slide off, and I don't know, the button shows up. I guess like that, and that kind of works. It propels him forward. I think I probably executed that pretty poorly, but we're gonna see how far we can drift with this. Not very. So let's try that again. It said okay, so I guess I got it okay. It probably wasn't great, but I'll take okay. I inched my way up to here, so I have yet another shop to unlock. I can have better puppets now. They can do better things. Like I could buy a reinforced sandbag that smashes through things better. I mostly just want something that can fly for now. This time I managed to get a better jump until I hit the flying elephant. So we're just gonna kinda land right there. Still some high scores, 183 kilometers an hour. I'm kinda curious, if I use my auto clicker now and just hover over where the button's about to appear, it only gives you okay still. And the game doesn't like that at all. And after that last run that we don't need to talk about, we got an extra 1,000 coin bonus, so we have 1,600 to spend. And we also unlocked a new shop where we can buy things like this. Reduces the gas consumption of the propellers. 5 diamonds, yes. Next, I really want to get rid of that springboard because I'm too tired to hit that thing, so we're going to go all the way to the bobsled for 1,500, which gives a whole bunch of sled power. That's starting to look a little better. Now we should be launching extra far with fairly little effort. So we're going to go up, we're going to hit that. We're definitely doing well so far. We're definitely making horizontal speed very quickly. Horizontal, oh, okay, never mind. We hit the thing again, but almost 700 meters. So that's a whole bunch of new high scores and $114 all by itself. Now just for fun, I added a performance booster for flight performance and reduced the effect of gravity just to see if it's worth the investment. So now it's just up to me to not do anything too stupid. So I'm going to do this rocket in a few stages because I thought that might be a good idea somehow. In hindsight, it probably wasn't. And I definitely screwed up my flight trajectory because I'm at 600 meters and still hit the elephant. Well, there's always next time. So for this mediocre run, I only lost about $140. I think what I really need is a better glider. So this time we're going to try and avoid the elephant. And we swooped up to over. He's out to get me. Oh, I made him drop though. I killed the elephant. That makes it all worthwhile. I don't care how far I go now. But we're picking up forward speed again just a little bit. Oh, there's another one. But we're going to be at almost 800 meters. Just about. Okay, never mind. 798. And look at that just ahead. If we hit 10,000 total meters, we get $2,000. How many bonuses do we have and where are they? It won't let me see them. That's fine. I don't need extra motivation anyway. Okay, it's time we trade in my penguin balloon for a gusty glider. $500 well spent. So I really hope this helps me to actually glide better because I felt with the balloon we were just always falling. And I think we're definitely going to be quicker with this. It's a little bit quicker to react to. So yeah, this is going to work out really good. There's an easy 700 meters and I was not at all flying this very well. I just crossed the bonus mark for my $2,000 and we have a few other new things to look at. So for $2,000, I think it's only natural that we buy something like an enormous rocket. I probably shouldn't, but I'm absolutely going to. $1,800 for a single rocket sounds wise. And it looks like there's only actually one better sled, which is the boombox. It looks like C4 strapped to a board, so I'm a very big fan of that. One day I'll be able to afford it. I think I'm going to save up for bigger ramp height next. But for now, I've got a big ass rocket to try. So we're going to launch up and there we go. That's going to give us big speed upwards. I was kind of hoping it would look bigger. I think I screwed up my trajectory there in a big way because we're going, well, we'll see how far this gets us. I have no one to blame but myself. Only 716 meters, but we did hit 257 kilometers an hour. I just hit one of the elephants, but I was going so fast that I just kind of obliterated him and went right on through. This might be a new record because we're coming up on 815 meters. That's definitely a new distance high score. Still haven't beat our max speed yet. Okay, now that we unlocked this area, there are more sledges. They're just way more expensive. But for now, we're going to settle on making the ramp height bigger. This time I decided to go for a little more height. We hit 200 feet before leveling off again. Oh good, there's elephants up there too. So now we can fall straight down to earth and die. Although that worked out not too bad because even though we hit an elephant, we still made it 630. This time we're going to try very hard to avoid that elephant. We're going to go right underneath him. We're still 100 feet up and we're at 800 meters. Now that I say it out loud, we're probably 100 meters up and 900 meters over. But it looks like we're running out of steam, but that's still a really good run. 923 to be exact, which is a new high score. And since I'm liking this new height thing we have going on, let's increase our ramp angle. I want to go extra high in this one. It's a little bit tricky because I have to adjust the rockets over here and then adjust my trajectory. I can't really do both at the same time. So we're going to let myself go something like that. We're going to hit just under 300 meters. But so far so good. There's 900 meters. We might scrape to 1,000. Oh, it turns out there's a mountain at 1,000 meters, so that's kind of interesting. But that ramp made all the difference. Look at all those new records. I'm just not really sure what to do about the mountain. Do we go through it? Do we go over it? Okay, so height definitely seems like it's the way to go because I'm at almost 1,000 meters and about to smack into a mountain, unless I can make it over it. But the height definitely carries me a lot further, and we seem to be going over it if it's down there. I kind of feel stupid for not doing this sooner. I could have been way further ahead with way more upgrades by now. But I'll settle for doing it now. And touchdown, 1,207 meters. And that's pretty much new records across the board, except for destruction, which I never really noticed was there. But we're up to 773 kilometers an hour, so that's pretty fun. Maybe it's time we buy a new puppet. I think $600 is a fair price to pay. We're going to be able to smash through things better. So I can think of a few elephants whose day is about to be ruined. In fact, I'm going to see if I can hit one directly. But of course, the time when I'm actually looking for one, we don't find one. So let's just content ourselves to smashing into the ground. I really hope there's an elephant nearby. We're doing 200 miles an hour, waiting to smash directly into one. Oh, there's one coming up. Got him. Oh, we weren't going fast enough by that point. There's that mountain though. And what's the story with this snowman who seems to always be here trying to get my attention? I want to smash into him and see. And I forgot to check my achievements. I've achieved quite a lot in the past few minutes, so that's going to be some easy money for me. Now let's see, whoops, if we can find this snowman. Oh, we're coming up to him. Nope, it's not quite there. Just going to use kind of the natural trajectory, bring it in nice and low, and then rocket power. I missed him. This time, we're going to bring it in nice and low and then rocket power. Got him. Was it worth it? I don't know. We got a new high score for destruction, so that was worth apparently nothing. So let's go back for distance again. We just smashed through the mountain at 1,000 meters. Apparently we weren't quite high enough, but we're still going strong with 1,200 meters, 1,300 meters distant. And just soaring above the ground at this point because I wasn't really paying attention. There's some more rocket fuel. Whoops. Well, 1,600 meters is fine. 1,600 meters at 742 kilometers an hour. Well, we have $3,000 to spend and $3,000 to earn pretty soon. So I think we're long overdue for some kind of better glider. The propeller is only 1,700. Rotor blades are 2,500. I don't know which one I'm gonna want to try, so let's try the rotor blades. I just hope they don't involve any thinking, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that is not my strong suit. But so far it seems to be working pretty good. I'm not really sure what the number is or how this what just happened. I don't know what's happening anymore. I feel like we're going very high into the sky and now we're just dropping like a rock, and I don't really understand this. Apparently we hit a new height record. I don't know if we just went off the screen by accident, because we got to 1,000 meters up. It was still a pretty valuable run. Clearly I just don't really understand how these rotors work. They just pull me straight upwards like that, and I need to, I guess, adjust the angle? I'm not really sure. Yeah, I guess they just help pull us upwards in a big hurry. So we gotta try and keep ourselves moving forward and probably on the screen also. Then we come down at really incredible speeds. I don't really like these because this is just kind of against my method. To be fair, I'm probably doing that very wrong. But then again, if I point the rotors in the right direction, they can pull me forward and up at the same time. That's the part that I was missing. There we go, and now we're out of rotor power, so now we can use my jets to drop out of the sky like a missile. Also had a few more achievements, which definitely gave me a little more money. Okay, I get it now. We don't glide because obviously helicopter rotors don't glide. They either have power taking them along or they don't, so this isn't going to work at all. So for now, I'm going back to my suspicious glider. And a little bit of grinding later, we hit the 30,000 meter mark, which means we're up to $6,000. So I think the first thing I want to buy is going to be a better glider. Grinded my way up to 6,500, let's get the Puffin. And then hopefully it makes an incredible difference to how we can glide. So far, I'm already feeling a pretty good difference because we're going super fast and gliding super efficiently. At least it feels that way. Whoop, dodge the idiot. So we just broke 1,000 meters. We're still 300 meters in the air going 200 miles an hour. Yeah, this upgrade was definitely worth it because I haven't even been trying super hard since I crossed 1,000 meters and we're still going strong. So now I just need like a bigger jet. There's 2,000 meters, which is also a mountain, but I also got $310 from a single run. When I put myself at the right angle, we can get going super fast and crash through things. And I really still don't get any points for destruction. I do like how I can generally bust straight through the mountain though, that's kind of handy. This one might be a new record provided I dodge him and keep on going. I might be able to hit 2,000 meters or beyond. What would be really great though is if I could get beyond that mountain I'm about to run into. Or him. 2,000 meters is still pretty good. And there's a casino. This is bad news for me. But I somehow just won 340 coins. Oh, do I only get to pull it once? I would have tried harder if I knew that. Well, let's spend a diamond to do it again. So what I want are the treasure chests. So there and... whoops, missed that one. But they come in a pretty good cycle. This time we got it. Whoops, didn't mean to press that already. The game kind of lagged out for a second. Well, you get the idea. I've determined that this currently is the fastest way of making money. Even if I don't land on a lot of chests or anything, I still get good money. Because now we've saved up $4,900, which means we can buy this Steam Blast. Fires a jet of boiling steam, launching you forward at speed. And that sounds pretty important to me. I feel like we're going to use this to go pretty far. We're going to point ourselves up just a little bit and then start this steam blast, which jets us further than ever before. We're now almost 500 meters into the sky and 500 meters forward, going 200 miles an hour currently. And we just crossed the 1,000-meter mark, 400 meters in the air at 200 miles an hour. So this is going to go a long ways. I am, of course, coming back up to mountain number 2, and I'm not sure I'm carrying the speed that I have to go through it. Nope. So our distance was 2,000, our max speed was 750. I wish I knew more about how tall this second mountain was. Currently I'm only going about 100 miles an hour, but I'm about 200 meters up and I don't think that's high enough to go over it. But we'll find out soon. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go under or over this idiot. We're just gonna sneak under him. We lost all of our speed dodging. Try as I might, I always seem to run into the mountain no matter what. So logically, the only thing left to do is increase the ramp height for $2,500. And then also increase the ramp angle for 1,000 and then again for 1,500 and almost again for 2,000. Don't worry, I know how to make money. That was so close to 3 chests. So let's get ourselves a better angle. Now we should be able to make some magic happen. So far it's putting us up at a pretty good angle. I'm just gonna rock it up as high as I possibly can, which brought us up to about 450 at about 200 miles an hour. So we're a little bit slower than we should have been. And then I got distracted by a seagull with a diamond, so that's a little bit alarming, but we're gonna keep on going. Definitely screwed this run up quite a bit. This time I'm gonna try not to screw things up, and I've added all the boosters as well. So that means that yeah, I probably am going to screw this one up as well. We already set off on a pretty good angle, so I wonder if I could just go like that. Still gaining altitude, we're definitely not going as high, so that was a big mistake on my part. So we're going about 300 miles an hour. I'm just not sure we have the altitude we need, but we're still going 300 and we're 1,200 meters in. Whoops. I was watching the speedometer. This time, I basically just don't do what I did last time. We're going to point ourselves upward just a little bit and use the rockets. Point ourselves up a little more, use some more rocket, maybe a little more, then more rocket. It's very awkward to do it that way, but it works. We crossed up to almost 550, so we can lose a little altitude to grab a little speed again. And I was once again watching my gauges and hit an elephant. That was shaping up to be a very good run. This run also seems pretty good. Got to avoid the elephant, but we're still going strong. 300 meters up and we're 1,200 meters in. I lost a bunch of speed avoiding the elephants though. So I'm hoping if I can hit the mountain with a little bit of speed, we can go right on through it. This is probably a horrible idea because I'm not going very fast at all. So here's the mountain. Well, that's a very satisfying ending for the penguin.